Behind the gates of a quiet Atlanta neighborhood stands a home shaped by years of change, attention, and resilience. This is where Kim Zolciak-Biermann steps away from cameras and headlines into a space that reflects a life constantly evolving. Known to millions through reality television, her public image has often been bold and outspoken. But inside these walls, the story feels more personal. The house carries traces of success, pressure, reinvention, and the effort to find balance beyond fame. It's not just a place to live, it's a place to reset. Long before her name became part of pop culture, Kim Zolciak-Biermann grew up in a world defined by structure rather than spotlight. Born Kimberly Marie Zolciak on May 19, 1978, in Pensacola, Florida, she spent most of her childhood in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. Raised in a military family by her parents, Joseph and Karen, alongside her older brother Michael, Kim's early life followed clear rules, routines, and expectations. Faith played a role too, with both siblings raised Roman Catholic, grounded in discipline rather than excess. Kim attended East Catholic High School in Manchester, Connecticut, and later enrolled at the University of Connecticut, choosing to study nursing. It was a practical decision, one rooted in stability rather than celebrity. By the age of 21, degree completed, she made a pivotal move to Atlanta, joining her parents in a city that felt bigger, faster, and full of possibility. At the time, she was not chasing fame. She was chasing independence. Her life changed dramatically in 2008, when The Real Housewives of Atlanta premiered on Bravo. As an original cast member, Kim quickly became one of the most talked-about figures on the show. From her first appearance, she stood out for her confidence, bold personality, and unapologetic approach to life. Viewers were drawn to her glamorous image, complicated friendships, and a personal life that often unfolded in real time. As her reality TV profile grew, Kim explored opportunities beyond Bravo. She joined the 21st season of Dancing with the Stars, partnered with professional dancer Tony Dovolani. Her run was cut short in 2015 after a health scare forced her to withdraw, marking a rare pause in her fast-moving career. Years later, she returned to television in a different setting, joining MTV's The Surreal Life for its 8th season, which aired in 2024. At the same time, Kim began focusing more seriously on entrepreneurship. Through her brand, Cashmere Collections, she built a business centered on beauty and lifestyle products, including skincare, hair and body care, essential oil blends, and spa accessories. In recent years, she has also remained connected to the Bravo universe through special appearances, including The Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip, Roaring 20th, keeping her presence familiar while allowing her role to evolve. Kim Zolciak-Biermann's career has never followed a straight path. It has been shaped by bold choices, public highs, and constant reinvention. And through every reinvention, one place has remained constant: her home in Atlanta. To understand how fame, family, and reinvention come together, it's time to step inside the house that holds it all. As a mother of 6, life here is busy by design. And after moving into this house in 2025, she focused on one clear goal: creating calm, consistency, and comfort for her children. The house itself supports that intention. Fully renovated in 2020, the 4-bedroom home, with an additional study, balances modern upgrades with a timeless feel. Step inside, and the first impression is space. A 2-story entryway opens up beneath 3.6-meter-high ceilings, flooding the interior with natural light. White oak accents warm the palate, softening clean lines and making the home feel lived in rather than staged. The living room is where the house breathes. Plush seating invites long evenings, conversations spill easily, and the layout encourages togetherness without crowding. Nearby, the kitchen anchors daily life. It's bright and functional, designed for real use, not just photos. Meals happen here, homework too. It's the kind of space that quietly holds a family together. Outside, the property opens further. Set on about half an acre, the grounds feel private without being isolated. The covered front porch is perfect for quiet mornings, while the stone-paved backyard is built for hosting. Family gatherings, kids running free, friends stopping by. Mature trees wrap the space in privacy, turning the outdoors into an extension of the home rather than an afterthought. What stands out most isn't the renovation or the square footage. It's the intention. This Atlanta home isn't about reinvention for show. It's about rebuilding routines, creating safety, and moving forward with purpose. And once the doors close and the day winds down, there's another side of Kim's lifestyle waiting in the garage, because the way she moves through the city tells its own story. Let's take a look at the cars next. During the years when life was lived openly on television and social media, Kim Zolciak-Biermann and her family were frequently seen with a small group of recognizable vehicles. They simply appeared, captured naturally in driveways, short videos, family outings, and everyday posts shared online. One of the most consistently visible vehicles was a Rolls-Royce Wraith. It appeared parked outside the home and occasionally in background footage, often without emphasis. Its long, low profile and distinctive door design made it instantly identifiable, even when it wasn't the focus of the shot. It felt less like a statement and more like a quiet constant during that period. A Mercedes-Benz G-Class was also seen regularly. This vehicle showed up in moments tied to routine, arrivals, departures, errands, and family schedules. Its upright shape and recognizable silhouette made it easy to spot, and its repeated appearances suggest it played a functional role in daily life rather than serving as a centerpiece for attention. The Chrysler 300 appeared more subtly. It blended into the background of shared content, seen parked or briefly passing through frames. Unlike the others, it didn't draw focus, but its presence was steady enough to confirm it was part of regular use rather than a one-time appearance. The most eye-catching moment came with the Lamborghini Aventador. Its appearances were limited and brief, often shown parked or in short clips rather than in motion. The contrast between this car and the rest of the vehicles made it stand out immediately, but it never became a recurring fixture. Instead, it felt like a snapshot of a moment rather than a long-term presence. And as the cars disappeared from view, a larger question came into focus. What supported that lifestyle, and how did it evolve as circumstances changed? To answer that, we turn next to the income behind the scenes. For Kim Zolciak-Biermann, income has long been tied to visibility. As of now, her estimated net worth is reported to be under $500,000, a sharp contrast to earlier estimates that once placed her in the multi-million-dollar range. The shift reflects years of financial pressure, including reported tax debts exceeding $1 million, accumulated liabilities, and the financial impact of divorce proceedings. It's a reminder that public success and private balance don't always move in sync. Reality television remains her primary income source. During her time on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim reportedly earned about $600,000 per season, participating across multiple seasons and generating several $million during the peak years of the franchise. That exposure led to a much larger opportunity. Don't Be Tardy, the family-focused spin-off that ran for 8 seasons from 2012 to 2020. Reports place her earnings at roughly $80,000 per episode, with her former husband earning a smaller per-episode fee. For nearly a decade, this series anchored household income and kept her brand front and center. Outside of Bravo, Kim experimented with music, releasing singles tied closely to her on-screen persona. Don't Be Tardy for the Party became a recognizable catchphrase and pop culture moment, though revenues from music appear modest compared to television earnings and were never a primary driver of wealth. She also turned toward business. In 2016, Kim launched Cashmere Collection, a beauty and lifestyle brand offering skincare products, fragrances, and related items. The venture represented an effort to convert name recognition into a consumer brand beyond television. While product lines and releases continued, public financial details remain limited, and the brand has not offset broader financial challenges on its own. As income fluctuated and priorities shifted, Kim's focus began to move beyond numbers and contracts. What mattered more was how visibility could still be used for something meaningful. That change in perspective leads us to another side of her story, her involvement in charitable causes and giving back. One area she has spoken about is raising awareness around congenital heart defects, a cause referenced in biographical summaries connected to her advocacy work. Rather than formal campaigns, her involvement has focused on awareness, using moments of public attention to highlight conditions that affect children and families behind the scenes. In 2014, she joined countless public figures in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, supporting the ALS Association during its global fundraising surge. Her participation helped amplify awareness and donations for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis research and patient support, reflecting a willingness to engage when momentum could drive impact. She has also been linked to well-known organizations such as St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which focuses on childhood cancer and life-threatening diseases, and the American Cancer Society, supporting research, advocacy, and patient services. While details of long-term involvement remain limited, these associations place her alongside efforts that reach far beyond entertainment. Behind those choices is a life shaped by motherhood, relationships, and resilience. To understand what drives those decisions, it's time to look closer at her personal life next. Now 48, she is a mother, raising 6 children: Brielle, Ariana, Croy Jr., Cash, Cade, and Kaya, in a family that is rarely quiet. Days begin early. Breakfast happens in a bright, sun-filled kitchen. Backpacks are packed, shoes are hunted down, and the calendar fills quickly with school drop-offs and sports practices. Much of her time revolves around her son's activities: soccer fields, basketball courts, quick cheers from the sidelines, mud on sneakers, handshakes after games. These moments often show up in short clips and photos, not as performances, but as quiet markers of routine and togetherness. Weekends slow the pace slightly, afternoons by the pool. Her dog, Sin, never far from the action. And her older daughters, Brielle and Ariana, often stepping in, helping with outfits, offering encouragement, and acting as steady support inside a busy home. Kim's path to motherhood unfolded over many chapters. Her first daughter, Brielle Karena, was born in 1997. In 2001, she married Daniel Tos, and that same year welcomed her second daughter, Ariana Lene. The marriage ended in 2003, and Kim continued raising her daughters largely on her own during the years that followed. A turning point came in 2010, when she met Atlanta Falcons linebacker Croy Biermann at a charity event. Their connection grew quickly and became part of her public story. They married in November 2011 and built a family together, welcoming 4 children in just a few years: Croy Jr., Cash, and twins Kaya and Kane. In 2013, Croy legally adopted Brielle and Ariana, uniting the family under one name and one household. In recent years, their relationship has gone through a highly public transition. After more than a decade of marriage, divorce filings in 2023 marked a period of uncertainty, reconciliation attempts, and renewed filings later that same year. Through it all, Kim has continued to center her children, keeping routines intact and focusing on stability over spectacle. Travel remains part of family life. Florida beach trips, short getaways that trade schedules for sunlight and noise for shared memories. Nothing extravagant, just time together. Today, Kim's personal life looks less like a headline and more like a balancing act, one built around motherhood, responsibility, and moving forward one day at a time. It's not a perfect rhythm, but it's a real one. Thank you for spending this time with us and for continuing to follow these stories. If this journey resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.